Some decisions can be difficult. Oh my god, I just can't decide. Which one would Johnny like the most? This one or this one? I don't know. Others can be easy. But deciding which question to answer in part 2 of the B2 First Writing exam? That is impossible. Well, it is without this video. Oh! My name is Toby, this is Smash English, and here is everything you need to know about choosing the best question for you in part 2 of the writing paper for the B2 First Cambridge exam. For part 1 of the writing paper, you must write an essay. Oh my god, but I don't want to write an essay. You do not have a choice. You must write an essay. But don't worry about that, because Smash English has an entire playlist about essay writing. Essay writing is easy. We can prepare for essay writing and we will write the perfect essay. Done. Thank you so much, Toby. Thanks to you, I passed my B2 First exam. But part 2 of the B2 First writing paper is different.
Monica,
yeah?
Be surprised.
Oh, okay, you mean like this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah. Oh my god, no. Part 2 is different? That's awful. In part 2 of the B2 First writing paper, you will be given 4 different tasks. But you can only answer one of them. So, it's very important that you choose the best one for you. Yes! These 4 tasks could consist of any of the following: a formal letter or email of application, a formal letter or email of complaint, an informal letter or email, a report, an article, a review, or, if you are doing FCE for schools, a story.
Monica!
So how do I know which one to choose?
God!
Here is a strategy I do not recommend, and some teachers tell their students to do this, and that's a terrible thing. Seriously, do not do this, please. Some students will only learn the structures of 3 different writing tasks. For example, they will learn how to write an essay. This is because part 1 is definitely going to be an essay, so they know they need to prepare for an essay. However, for part 2, they will only prepare for 2 different tasks. For example, a student may prepare for a review and an article, but not for a report or a formal and informal email or letter. These students usually think that it is better to prepare for 3 writing tasks very, very well than it is to prepare for all of the writing tasks moderately well. And I understand this. Why should students spend time learning the structures of all of these writing tasks when they're only going to need 2 of them in the exam? The essay and whatever they choose in part 2. No, this is a big mistake. Do not do this. Oh no, I am so happy that I did not make that mistake when I took my B2 First writing exam. Thank you so much, Smash English, because you saved my life. There are 2 reasons for this, so let's start with the most obvious. The first reason is that all students need to know about each writing task is the structure and the format, and this does not take a long time to learn. This is really simple. In fact, Smash English has a video about every single part 2 writing task, and each video is under 20 minutes long. You only need 20 minutes. Is that difficult? I don't think so. That's right. You can learn every structure for every question in 20 minutes. It says so here. Yes, oh yes. Smash English. My life would be so empty without you.
Real students, real results. Smash English.
So if you are a student and you are preparing for the exam, it really does not take much effort to understand the requirements of each writing task. It's easy and it will really help you, I promise. But Toby, how will it help me? I'm far too busy scrolling on my phone and watching videos that I don't enjoy to learn how to do every single exam task. It will help you because, and remember this, a writing task is more than just a format and a structure. It also consists of grammar and vocabulary, obviously. And learning the structure and format of a writing task is much easier than learning the grammar to serve a function and the vocabulary related to a topic. Let me repeat that. That is very, very important. The most important sentence in the video. Learning the structure and format of a writing task is much easier than learning the grammar to serve a function or the vocabulary related to a topic. Yes! Okay, but what do I mean by this? Well, let's look at an example, part 2, writing paper.
So we have a review, an article, a letter of application, and a report.
Here we have 4 questions. Now, let's imagine that you have only prepared for an informal letter or email and an article. Well, we cannot use your fantastic knowledge about informal letters and emails because that is not a question. So this leaves us with articles. Great! You know the structure of articles, you know the format, you know how to write great articles. Probably because you saw the Smash English video all about it. Right? Right, guys? Yeah, we've seen that one, haven't we? But you must write an article. You don't have a choice. It doesn't matter what the topic of the article is because that's the only one you've prepared for. You cannot write a review, you cannot write a report, and you cannot write a formal letter of application if you don't know the format and the structure. And if you try to write one of these without knowing the format and the structure, you will score terribly in organisation and communicative achievement. And if you do not know what they are, then watch this video about the marking scheme. So because the only structure you know is article, you are restricted. And that's a terrible thing. To make matters worse, what if you cannot think of a terrible experience? What if you can think of a terrible experience, but you don't have the vocabulary to describe it properly? Yeah, so I had this terrible experience bungee jumping because there was a problem with the equipment, this piece of equipment called the, the thing. And then this thing happened to that thing, and then this other thing caused a problem with the first thing, and then, oh my god, I don't have any of the vocabulary to describe this. This is terrible. Furthermore, in this article, you need to describe an experience, and that means you need to use narrative tenses. But what if you are terrible at using the past simple, the past continuous, and the past perfect? Well, you're in the middle of an exam, and you've only prepared for an article, so you have to. You don't have a choice. And if you use these 3 tenses, and you know you are terrible at using them, you will probably fail. And if you fail, you will fail your writing exam and your B2 exam, and you will cry, and then I will cry, and then our tears will mix together, and we will drink them, and I hate the taste of tears, so don't do that to me. Thank you. So imagine, you're really stressed out. You're thinking, I must write an article. This is the only one I have prepared for. But I cannot think of an experience, and I'm useless at using narrative tenses. But oh my gosh, look. On this same paper, there is a report all about canteens and food. And I have so much vocabulary related to foods and canteens, but I cannot use it because I don't know how to write a report. And that's an absolutely terrible thing. So what should you do instead? Well, the answer is obvious. Make sure you prepare for every single type of question that could come up in part 2 of the B2 First Cambridge exam. This will massively widen your list of options when the time comes for you to open part 2 of the B2 First Cambridge exam. And this will allow you to think about 2 things that are much more important than, have I prepared for this writing? In order to decide which question to complete, you should ask yourself 2 questions. Number 1, what vocabulary do I need, and do I have the vocabulary to complete the task well? And number 2, what grammar do I need, and am I able to use the grammar appropriately? Let's look at our example.
For the review, I need vocabulary related to books, history, and education. I need a mix of neutral and informal vocabulary related to these topics to write a review in the correct tone. I need the appropriate grammar to make a recommendation at the end of the review. If I can do this, then this is a good choice for me. For the article, I need vocabulary related to my specific experience, whatever that is. I need informal to neutral vocabulary related to this in order to write the article in the correct tone. I need the appropriate grammar to recount a personal experience, so the past simple, past continuous, and past perfect. If I can do this, then this is a good choice for me. For the letter of application, I need vocabulary related to video production and learning English. I need formal expressions to express my ideas related to this to write a letter of application in the correct tone. I need the appropriate grammar, including modal verbs, to talk about what I could hypothetically bring to Smash English. If I can do this, then this is a good choice for me. And for the report, I need vocabulary related to conducting interviews, to food, and the facilities of a canteen. I need formal vocabulary related to this in order to write a report in the correct tone. I need the appropriate grammar, such as the passive, in order to write the text impersonally, and I need the appropriate grammar to make formal recommendations. If I can do this, then this is a good choice for me.
This should be your approach. Remember, it is much easier to learn the structure of every writing task than it is to learn the grammar and vocabulary of every function and every possible topic that could come up. That's really obvious, so make your life easier and learn each structure. It's obvious, God. And then you can choose the task that you know you have the best vocabulary for, and you understand which grammar is required and how to use it. That's really obvious, isn't it? Yes, yes. And remember, on this channel, you can learn how to do every single one of these writing tasks. And the videos are really good, so watch them, and you will learn in a fun way. I love fun. Isn't this fun? And with that, we are finished. Now you know every single thing you need to know about choosing the best question for you in part 2 of the writing paper for the B2 First Cambridge exam. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment down below. My name is Toby, and this was Smash English.